5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I'm live and good morning. Is that a little loud? Because it was a little loud for me too. Sorry. Welcome to my class. It's bright and early, and I don't know why I'm calling it a class. I'm teaching at the university this semester, and I've been doing welcome to my class speeches. So welcome to my live. So nice to have you here. I light the candle for me and for you because I'm shining my light because it gives you permission to shine your light, right? Someone said that. I think it's Rumi. Anyhow, today is Wednesday, and I'm noticing as I drive my kids to school because they've missed the bus, because it's raining, dumping rain, Florida rain, the exact same time the bus is coming. So I end up driving them to school, and I watch the faces of the children lining up to go in school and in their cars with their parents. And there's this overall, I can feel the mental health on their faces. Does that make sense? And so one of the things that the class I'm teaching right now is integrating health ed and PE into the elementary classroom. Why are we doing it this way? Because we're aware that budget cuts are affecting kids' health, and we're losing our arts programs, our music programs, and our health and PE programs. So this course is all about how you can teach reading and writing and math using health as a topic, and how you can incorporate the physical activities into any classroom. And the focus for me is what I think a lot of people need right now is just mental health checkups, right? Good morning, Danielle. So I am constantly doing mental health checkups with everyone that I know and everyone that's in my group. I'm aware of not only their physical health, but their mental health. And something that I reminded my university students of yesterday in class was we don't just worry about the physical, right? We can see the physical. When there's something wrong, a bellyache, a headache, they wear it on their faces. But there are kids who can hide it and mask it. And I think when you do mental health activities in your classroom or in your home, where it's like a checkup from the neck up. That's what we do in our house. So I'll do a checkup from the neck up now. Do I walk in their rooms and call it that? No, because I'm already weird mommy. So I would just go in and I check on my kids. How are you feeling? And I think that if you listen to what the children are telling you, they're feeling like they feel the differences in safety in their school. I'm in Broward County. We had the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas incident in our county. I have a lot of students that go to that school in my online classes, and I know people that were affected. Max Schachter, his son Alex. I had Meadow Pollock in my 10th grade online honors English class. So this county was heavily affected, and all our buildings are different this year. There's buzzers and cameras, and it's just, it feels like when I was a kid, and tell me if I'm wrong here in the comments, but when we were there was this nuclear threat in the 80s, right? So it was there was this back of your mind, could there be a World War III, and would there be a World War III? I mean, we did drop a bomb on Hiroshima, maybe Japan's, maybe somebody's going to lose their mind. Russia, Japan, China, who knows? I think Japan is never going to lose their mind again. In fact, I think that's the lesson of that horrible time, which I teach the novel Hiroshima, so let's not even get me going on that tangent. But to me, I have to check in with my members, and I have to check in with my students, and I have to check in with my children, and I have to check in with myself on physical health and mental health. So I love that I'm teaching this class, because what is Rise and Shine about? What is our inside group about? It's about rising up, getting out of your comfort zone, and shining into your greatest future. Like, what do you want to go for? And we have people who are back in college, right? In their late 40s. Yay, Danielle. So proud of you. Some of the goals of the group were like they wanted more flowers in their lives. And so they took months of gardening their home. And this is Megan. And now, after a lot of hard labor and a lot of care, she has this beautiful garden. And that's such a metaphor for life, right? It's going to take hard work. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take effort. It's going to take perseverance and passion and grit. And I can hear me in my teacher self right now, so I don't want to go there too deeply. But I love that this class that I'm teaching for Nova could it be more perfect? It's like health and PE, and what the companies that Adrian used to own before he passed away. They were sports instruction for 2-year-olds to 5th grade. And we ran that business for 10 years very successfully. And what were we but the health and PE program for every temple, church, aftercare program in Broward County. We had like 36 different accounts. And we would go in and give the kids what they didn't get during the day. Or we were the full-time PE program at a school every day there, 9 to 12, servicing the whole school. Does that make sense? So I did this for a living. I didn't do it. It's his business, but I was there on the side helping, right? Yes. Okay, so, I mean, we've all had these drills over our lifetime. Thank you, Danielle, for bringing me back to that point, for reeling me back in, right? But we've all had these drills, like you're going to hide from, it's one thing to hide from a tornado, right? And it's one thing to hide from a weapon on campus. And then like the fear of Cuba attacking, right? There's always been this fear that we perpetuate into the schools and into the kids, but I think it's now worse than ever, which is why I'm super proud of what my students came up with last night in their bulletin boards. As I taught the 6 dimensions of health, we created a board that it's basically like the activity within a classroom would be things I wish my teacher knew. So you tell the kids that, they write it on, we use fish because I had to pick a fish, but you write it on the fish, you don't write your name, you put it in a basket, and then the teacher puts them all up and reads them one by one, and then kids realize, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one who feels that way, right? I'm not the only one that feels sad or hungry. Or when little kids say their tummy hurts, that is a mental health check-in for a parent or a teacher or an adult. That is a kid saying, I have anxiety. Right? Especially when they say it at school. Tummy aches are huge anxiety markers for children. So this is what I'm into right now, is like, what can we perpetuate as educators and as adults and as the leaders of our community, because that's who's in my group, right? What can we perpetuate out and filter out through our actions and our words and our deeds that help these children feel better, right? To make them feel safer, to make them feel seen, to make them feel understood. And if you want to know some ways you can do that within the classroom environment, check out my post from yesterday and look at what we did. Took us like a half hour to bust out those 2 bulletin boards, but feeling fishy is a great way for the teacher to know what the kids are really dealing with at any level, K through 12, okay? If you zoom in and read some of the thoughts that they had to come up with as I helped them brainstorm, like we went through all the different factors, social, emotional, and environmental, right? Biological. So we went through all the factors, and they think of what would a kid say who had this issue. And then the other board was take what you need, and they're basically compliments, right? They're positive intentions, and it's supposed to be Post-its where you just take the Post-it, right? But we didn't have Post-its, so we stapled them. But you get the point. So that's what I'm spreading around this semester and this month in my inside group. And ladies, I'm in Zoom for the coaching call, and I'm so happy to support you in whatever you need. If you want an individual call, we can make that happen too. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Be kind. Like Ellen says, be kind to one another. I can't find the finish button. You know what's funny right now? Sometimes my daughter, I'll just rant for a second here. Sometimes my daughter will like touch my computer screen like it's a touch screen, but it's not. And I like, because the one she uses at school is a touch, and then ours isn't. But just now is using the mouse pad of my laptop to try and finish the video on my phone. That's not yet something we can do, is it? I'm sure I can use it on my external monitor, but all right, I have to press the button on the phone. Bye. Take care. Have a great day.